Shalom and good day all, this is Helium29 back again for another DC comic review, and in this DC comic review I will be reviewing Mark Waid's Batman Superman World's Finest, issue 6 of course. And let me say something, this will be the first time I'll be reviewing this series on the channel, and should things be really enjoyable with this series, especially in reviewing it, even though I have been reading the previous issues, in regards to reading the previous issues, I have actually enjoyed them. And of course we know that he'll be working on the Batman vs. Robin series, and if you haven't already seen it or not on my channel, I've actually discussed the preview in relation to that story. So until then, it's now time to move into reading the covers. So first things first, do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside with the story? Well, sure enough, the first one does, to which I give it an 8 out of 10. Even though the second one's got nothing to do with that cover and it's the swimsuit issue, I give it a 9 out of 10. Why? Because we've got Crypto, we've got Damian Wayne and John Samuel Kent, and of course Bruce Wayne and Clark in the background, and that's why I give it a 9 out of 10. I'll now use the variant cover to show some of the internal art around the beginning, middle and end in relation to the story, and then give its rating. So this is a little bit of art around the beginning. I will actually move over to another page, and as we can see here, we've got Dick Grayson Robin participating in the circus, and he's indicating that he doesn't want this animal to be abused by basically one of the members of the staff, and because he's also noticed that there's something wrong with the lion. As we start to move towards the middle of the story, it gets really good here, as there's a bit of a discussion with Batman and Superman, Supergirl. Of course, we've got Doom Patrol with them as well, which is really, really nice and fun. And of course, he leaves a bit of a message, and we eventually see that he's actually caught in the past. So it sort of picks up from when the last issue happened, of what happened with Dick Grayson then. And last but not least, one really good part in this story is Dick Grayson also works out who the people who are actually responsible for like causing injury, dangerous harm to the animal. I must admit, the story is really well written and really well brought across. So for the internal art, I give it an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the story and its rating. So first things first, do we get any references to any of the previous issues? No, we don't. No, it wouldn't hurt to include it. Moving into the next thing, and that is the area of time, and we get at the beginning of the story a long time ago, and we also eventually move into the year of 1892 and the traveling circus. The location, we start off with Corto Maltese, which has also been seen in the Robin run, and of course the circus that he's also traveling with. The cast of characters consisting of Dick Grayson Robin, Batman, Superman. We also had Supergirl, and the characters that were sort of like connected to the bad harm and injury coming to the animals, to which we learn are Boyce, O'Leary, and last but not least, Beck. Of course, we have the characters of the Doom Patrol, but I chose not to record those down because it didn't center completely on them in regards to what was actually happening in the story. So overall story rating for this, I gave an 8 out of 10. Thank you, Mark Waid. I really enjoyed this story. Well, until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.